After finishing the love letter top, which I'm wearing now, I decided to start some relaxing project, something very simple in a stockinette stitch, so I have chosen the Audrey top by PetiteKnit. It is a sleeveless bottom-up top worked in a stockinette stitch, and I'm also curious how much it takes to knit such a top. So I will time myself while knitting, and at the end of the video we will figure out how much time it takes to knit a sleeveless top in a stockinette stitch. Here is the yarn. It is Lana Grossa Landlust. It is 50% cotton and 50% silk. The color is 2. I would call it a champagne color. And just before starting the top, for some reason, I decided to check the dye lot of the yarn. I have ordered it online, and usually I don't check it, I just trust the shop. But here I found that I have 2 skeins in one dye lot and 2 skeins in another dye lot. So now I have one more challenge to finish this top so that you don't see the difference in a dye lot. To be honest, I don't see the difference in the colors. Do you see it? So hopefully I wouldn't have problems. I already started the top, and I started it with the provisional cast on. Since it is a bottom-up top, it would be difficult to try it on and check the length. So I decided to first knit the upper part and then continue knitting the bottom part, and it would be easier to try the top on and to check the length. And by the way, provisional cast on and I think 3 rows took me 30 minutes. So let's continue knitting. I finished the first skein. It took 5 hours and 46 minutes to knit this part. It is about 18 centimeters. And now I will divide for front and back. I will use the same dielet for the front, and I will use another dielet for the back. Since I don't see the back, it wouldn't bother me if there would be any difference in the color. And after that, I will continue knitting in the round top down using the first dielet, and if it is not enough, I will alternate the skeins to make the transition less visible. I love this yarn. It is much more comfortable and pleasant to knit using this yarn rather than 100% cotton or cotton viscose linen blend, because it is not dry, it feels oily in a good way. The thread doesn't split, it is tightly twisted, and it feels like you knit very quickly without any effort. For now I spent 9 hours and 14 minutes, and I finished the front and back, and I already made the first strap, and now I'm knitting the second strap. It is a very quick and easy project. The only thing I'm worried about is this part where the strap starts. You can see there are loose stitches, loose threads, but I guess I'll be able to fix it by sewing it. I finished with both straps. I tried to do my best here. I think now it looks fine. So let's try it on. I finished the Audrey top, and now I'm waiting until it dries, and it took 105 grams, so I have 95 grams of this yarn left, And I don't like when I have much yarn left after the project. It is a bit frustrating to have some odd amount of yarn in your stash. So I decided to knit something immediately. I thought that it would be great to knit an airy lace top with a wide neck, you know, when the top is falling off your shoulder. And so I started it. It is a self-drafted top. I don't use any pattern. It is a raglan construction, and you can see that the neckline is pretty wide, just as I wanted. It's worked in a beautiful lace pattern. There are only knits, purls, and knits with yarn wrapping around the needle. And it is a pretty engaging stitch. I literally can't stop knitting. I'm not sure that 95 grams will be enough for knitting the full length. So maybe I will have to buy one more skein, but it would be great if 95 grams is enough for this top. So let me try it on. I think I will knit a couple more centimeters and then divide for front and back. I didn't do short rows when starting the neckline, but I will do some short rows before dividing for front and back. It's time to show you the finished Audrey top. In total it took 11 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know whether it's much or not, it is what it is. It took 105 grams of yarn and I knitted it on 3mm needles. I like the result, I think the top looks pretty nice and it was a very quick and easy project. And now let's move on to my lace top. I ran out of yarn, so I was able to knit only this much. I will have to buy one more skein to finish the length, but since I would like to upload this video today, I wouldn't be able to show the finished result in this video, but I will show it in one of my next videos, so stay tuned. I'm also happy with how this top looks like. I think it looks gorgeous. I also find it great that you can wear this top on one shoulder. What do you think about the length of this top? Maybe it looks fine when it is shorter than the inner top? I can't decide, please help me in the comments. Maybe I shouldn't buy one more skein and leave it like this. Thank you for watching this video and see you in my next video. Bye bye.